Hello, welcome back to Twins Reviews. Today we are reviewing the Timekettle WT2 Edge bidirectional simultaneous translating buds. Let's jump into it.
Alright, let's unbox these. The Timekettle WT2 Edge Translator Earbuds. You get a little manual there with a bunch of different languages. You get the case, and the case actually holds the earbuds. They come very compact, very well done there. A few stickers that you need to take off. But you also get this little manual that I decided not to show on camera because it has a little code that I'm not sure that I'm supposed to share. You get these little ear hooks that you can put on, as well as the ear tips if you prefer the rubberized ones better, and the USB-C charging port. Pretty cool stuff.
If you enjoy our content, make sure to leave a like on today's video and subscribe to our channel if you're not already. You can also click the notification bell to be reminded when we upload a video.
We want to say a massive thank you to Timekettle for sending us the WT2 Edge so we can go ahead and try these out so that we can put out a quality review for you guys. So massive thank you. The buds are going to be coming out very, very soon. So go ahead and check the description for a product link. And if there's a discount code, be sure to use it. It'll probably be a 10% discount code. So thank you, Timekettle, for providing that, and hopefully you guys like these.
So the main selling point of these buds is the fact that they can translate many languages accurately. Up to 95% accuracy is what they say, and you can translate around 40 languages in these, and they account for 93 different accents. So this is a lot. I think it covers around like 80 to 85% of the world's population with that, and that's very good. So you can pretty much go to the majority of countries and use these. And we actually did test them out. We tried them in Russian and English, so kind of there's 3 different modes which we'll talk about later, but we did test them out and it works fairly well. I'd say it's pretty accurate for the most part. Some stuff it doesn't get quite right, but I would say that, you know, it will definitely be enough to get you around if you don't know anything in the language of the country you're in.
And we do know Russian and English, so we were able to have a conversation. There's 3 different modes. Like he said, there is the Simul mode, which is supposed to stand for simultaneous. There is the touch mode, and there's the speaker mode. So we'll go ahead and talk about those just in a little bit. You'll be able to see on the screen a recording of my phone where it shows the app. Now the Timekettle app you'll be able to get, and you'll be able to use the WT2. They also have the M2, which we reviewed a while ago. You can go ahead and check it out in the little corner right there. But I'll kind of compare them a little bit with these ones, but they're not too comparable.
Yeah, I do also want to say that these are a huge step up from the previous Timekettle buds that they have. I will say I can definitely see the improvement that they have made in the actual translation of the buds, and it's also faster now. It's meant to the translation's meant to happen in as quick as half a second, but up to 3 seconds. So if you're using the simultaneous mode, which is a mode where 2 people have the buds, but one person has one bud and the other person has another bud, and then you can both talk in your language and it'll translate simultaneously into the other person. And the good part about this is you know, it's quicker than just tapping it. So, you know, it gets the job done faster. However, it is also a little bit more chaotic than the touch mode.
So the simultaneous mode we actually were able to use with a pretty decent success rate. We were able to understand each other if you spoke clearly, but if you start speaking over each other, sometimes the translation can get a little bit jumbled. That's why we actually preferred the touch mode way better, because the touch mode actually, the way it works is the same way. He has a bud, I have a bud, but before you talk you have to press on the bud. You just lightly press. It's like a touch, and you start talking and then touch it again to turn it off, and right after you turn it off it'll translate into his bud. And it's a very quick translation, so that's very good. And the accuracy was really, really good. It's a massive step up from the M2s. Massive. Like, it's pretty much unrecognizable. The translation that we were able to get with Russian and English was amazing. The one caveat, or I'll say 2, is you have to speak slowly and you have to speak clearly. When you start speaking fast, the translation sometimes might not pick it up. If you start speaking like kind of mumbling, like if I'm gonna speak like this, then sometimes it also gets it jumbled up. So as long as you're not doing those 2 things, touch mode, no problems. It's amazing.
Yeah, and there's also a third mode, which is the speaker mode, and that mode is essentially just, you don't need two buds for that. You just have one bud for yourself or both buds, and you talk, and then the phone translates it to the person. So it kind of acts as a on-demand Google Translate sort of thing, and I guess it'd be nice for like ordering food in restaurants and, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, you definitely, if you don't know the I mean, how many languages do people know? Like most people don't know more than 2 or 3 languages. So if you're going to a different country, you're definitely gonna want to get yourself a pair of these. It'll save you a lot of hassle and definitely make your time easier. These earbuds also include 7 offline language packs, which means you don't need internet for them to work. They're already there on the app. We'll mention the app in a little bit, but you know, if you don't have internet where you're at, there's 7 languages, and I don't know exactly what they are, but they'll be on the screen and you'll be able to see that.
The design, very sleek, and it looks amazing. It looks super futuristic. It looks like an alien case. I love it, but there is one thing that is not that great. It's opening the earbuds. It's not the greatest, I'm not gonna lie. The M2s were better at being opened. My Beats are better to be opened. These I have the hardest time opening. It's not like too hard, like I can open them, but it just takes a little bit more effort and usually involves 2 hands doing that. Now the Timekettle WT2s are charged with a USB-C that's provided in there, and they included a few accessories that you can put on the earbuds. So let's say that you don't like how they sit, you really like the rubber tips, they got you covered. I put these on already. There's like these rubber tips that you can take off, like I'll take it off right now. And both of these sit very snug. I have no bad stuff to say about how they fit. I think they fit pretty well. It's not a very noise cancellation fit, which is really not the point of them, but they fit very well. But you do have to, you don't wear them like the AirPods where it points down. You like point them like kind of this way. So make sure that you're doing that. And it also, they have these little ear hooks that you can put on them. I don't see a big use for them, but I guess it's nice that they included them. They just snap on the top here, and unfortunately they don't fit into the case, but you can use them if you so wish.
Yeah, the case, as I said, is really nice. Got a nice build to it, really small, can fit in your pocket quite well. And the buds themselves are 33% smaller and 46% lighter than the WT2 Plus buds. So, you know, they're more compact. They're, you know, they're not as flimsy in your ears, they sit more comfortably, and I think it's definitely another step up. I do also want to mention the battery life of these buds. So for continuous translation, it's gonna be 3 hours, and that's pretty good, but with the case, it's actually 12 hours. So I don't know if you'll be necessarily using 12 hours, but you know, the option is there. So if you charge them, that's 12 hours. Without charging them, that's 3 hours.
And you probably most likely are not going to be using them for more than 3 hours, because with these, unlike the M2s, you can't actually use them as headphones like for music or for watching videos. That capability is not included in these. However, it's definitely overshined by the ability of these to translate. So that is something to keep in mind. You will not be able to listen to music in them, unfortunately. So that is a limitation. So that's why the battery life isn't really a problem, if that makes sense.
So these buds also have a noise reduction feature for the microphone. So if you're like in some sort of mall, or you know, there's background music playing, it sort of kind of filters that out for the microphone, and you're gonna be able to still do your translation clearly, and it'll still pick up as normal.
Finally, the app. Now I have the app right here. I already connected the earbuds, so I'll go ahead and click confirm there. And you obviously, you'll be able to see it. I have the screen recording right here. You'll be able to see here. But the app is pretty good. It's pretty self-explanatory. You have your 3 modes there. If you click on one mode, you can change the language at the top right here. You just pretty much select it and just go scroll through a bunch of other languages. We'll go ahead and do a little test right now on camera. You obviously won't be able to hear the translation, but you'll be able to at least read it on the screen. I'll make the phone like big so you can see it. So here, he is going to be the Russian speaker, I'm going to be the English speaker, and I already accidentally clicked it. So it's already translating, as you can see. But I'm gonna go ahead and click it off again, and we'll start. All right, let's try and have a conversation about our channel.
Okay. Здравствуйте, меня зовут Денис. Сейчас я снимаю фильм для канала Twins Reviews.
Okay, that was pretty good.
It didn't translate the
It
twins
didn't
reviews.
translate the twins reviews, but that's because he said it in English. Hello, Dennis. Nice to meet you. I'm really glad that the viewers are watching the Twins Reviews channel right now. Don't forget to leave a like.
Okay, a little bit, not 100% accurate, but it was,
What was the inaccuracy?
it said that you're really happy, but it's a you said it as like a woman. It said очень рада as like.
Oh, okay. Well, that's just a slight inconsistency.
Different,
I mean, you get the point, right?
Yeah. Hold on. Да, я хочу, чтобы они подписались на этот канал тоже.
What he said was, yes, I want them to subscribe to the channel too, and that was a perfect translation.
Yeah.
So that will be pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll let him do the outro because that's what he always does. But yeah, they're pretty great.
Alright, so if you want to pick yourself up a pair of these, you can go to the link in the description. They're going to be out very soon, if not already. So make sure to check that out. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.